Time now is 7:26. I'm Jenny Milkowski. Start right away with a check on your forecast. So this morning, crews are making progress on a brush fire in North County. It's starting near the community of Rainbow. Millions are facing uncertainty as federal unemployment benefits expire. The federal programs put into place at the start of the pandemic have just ended. That includes a $300 a week boost in unemployment checks. The last resistance-led region in Afghanistan falls to Taliban forces. The Taliban took control of Panjshir province. That happened overnight. It has been 1 week since Hurricane Ida made landfall. President Biden is set to visit New York and New Jersey tomorrow to see for himself parts of the Northeast hardest hit by Ida's remnants. Across the city of San Diego will be closed today, of course, for the Labor Day holiday. That includes all city administrative offices. We've got rec centers, libraries. It's no surprise if you filled up lately or seen the gas prices on the road. They are not cheap. It will make you cry. It seems like they're only going up. That's the case here. Now to the latest in coronavirus. Dr. Anthony Fauci says booster shots for the Moderna vaccine, they may be delayed. Now he says the third dose may not receive FDA approval ahead of the September 20th rollout date that was set by the White House. Meanwhile, Pfizer is expected to meet that deadline. Dr. Fauci said if you received a Moderna vaccine for your first 2 doses, it is better to wait for the third Moderna shot instead of getting that Pfizer shot in the meantime. The California State Assembly is following San Diego's lead in declaring COVID medical misinformation a public health crisis. Now, the resolution was just introduced by local Assemblywoman Dr. Akilah Weber. She says that misinformation has threatened the health and safety of all Californians. The San Diego County Board of Supervisors adopted what is believed to be the first in the nation policy last week. Morning to you. So we've been following breaking news out of the Kearny Mesa area after a man was hit and killed by a car. What you're seeing is video from just a few moments ago. That car was involved in that fatal crash. This happened on the intersection of Mercury right at Claremont Mesa Boulevard in Kearny Mesa at about 6:30 this morning. Currently, that car is gone. Tow truck just pulled it away. We still have police on the scene. Maybe partially blocked off in the area, so expect some delays on Mercury and Claremont Mesa Boulevard over in Kearny Mesa after that fatal crash. It is 8:02. We are dealing with a plethora of other crashes as well. I want to zoom in here to the 5 southbound side right after Manchester. We've got that right-hand shoulder blocked with crews. You can see that big delay stretching all the way back through the Encinitas area. On average, you're moving at about 18 miles an hour. No updates on if anyone was hurt in that particular crash. We've got delays here on the 8 eastbound side at Los Coches Road, crash right on the median and that right-hand shoulder. But we've been talking about the winter storm impacting so much of the country. People are dealing with that freezing cold, the snow, power outages, and this. Houston astronaut Kate Rubins cast her ballot all the way from the International Space Station. A high school senior in Louisiana was able to walk across the graduation stage to get his diploma, thanks to the generosity of a quick-thinking teacher. So Devarius Peters was almost not allowed inside. Are you following this story? Okay, so a group of people on Reddit are causing utter chaos on Wall Street. They've been buying GameStop stock, and now the retailer's value is skyrocketing. So a Missouri woman who lost both her legs in an accident just climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. So Mandy Horvath is the first female amputee to go the entire 19,000 feet. She lost her legs in 2014 after getting hit by a train. A javelin thrower from Poland recently took home a silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics, but she didn't hold on to it for very long. Maria Andrzejczyk auctioned off the medal for $125,000, using the funds to help an infant receive a life-saving heart surgery. Hey, when Timothy Harrison, a high schooler in Alabama, showed up to work at Waffle House instead of his high school graduation, he got a big surprise from his coworkers. They were not about to let him miss that ceremony. He fled war-torn South Sudan and spent 22 years in a refugee camp. Now, Lual Mayen is dedicating his life to developing video games that promote peace. I'm so happy to welcome the founder of Junub Games.
The world is going through.
I love this so much. You're right, people do look down on games, but they really connect people from all over the world. You're using your cognitive skills, you're connecting. Now, Salam is the game you created. It's a high-tension runner game, and it puts players in the shoes of a refugee where they're forced to flee. So it feels like I haven't done this in forever, gone inside of a restaurant, but I'm about to do it. This is Terra American Bistro. Now, they're still closed for indoor dining, and it's really just a shock to see all the tables like this. It's quiet, it's empty, but they are still employing people. They're serving food to go. So I'm about to sit down with the executive chef and the owner to see how you can support this local restaurant. you walk in and it's so jarring, because when's the last time you've seen a restaurant like this?
Yeah, and completely empty.
It is that time of the year where we are reuniting the living and the dead. The tradition of Dia de los Muertos continues in Old Town. Beautiful ofrenda with Victor. Victor, you're from Tijuana, right?
Correct.
Now, tell me about the history of Dia de los Muertos. On this downtown San Diego street, amidst the sound of cars rolling by and the chatter of those who call the sidewalk home, you'll hear a euphony of other sounds. Avante Hartsfield owns this truck. He calls it Rollin' Roots, an ode to his love of plant-based food.
Hey, we love salads. They're good for you. Go get them somewhere else.
Instead, inside this old truck, you'll find a new twist on vegan food. One that might have you tasting the comfort of home.
Family, my grandmother watching her cook when I was little in the kitchen. That's where I get most of it from.
You smile a little when you mention grandma. Do you have like certain memories of her cooking?
Yeah. So I'm mostly plant-based now, but she used to fry chicken all the time, and that was like my favorite thing. Yeah, fresh hot. Homemade sauce, for the ranches at least.
Today, that buffalo chicken, just like Avante's grandma used to make, is on the house.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, pretty good.
Good.
What do you guys got?
We got free food. We got a buffalo chicken sandwich.
No cost to the people who walk by Avante's dark truck. Instead, a little bit of light to help them through the day.
Enjoy. It's just something that like I feel I need to do, or somebody needs to do it, and nobody's doing it, so might as well be me. They want to eat good food too, you know, so. I got potatoes, carrots, onions, garbanzo beans, curry sauce.
It's sort of symbolic, this truck. You see, at one point, Avante did not have stable roots.
Yeah, it was like a period of like 8 months where I just didn't have a place to stay, which the place was my car. So yeah, I was homeless for a while. I know how difficult it is sometimes to get food, especially healthy food options.
So we make sure to offer fresh and local.
Yeah, there's sweet potatoes. I usually keep the skin on. I just try and take the hard parts off because it has a lot of nutritional value in the skin. It's gonna be a super thick soup. It's really because I kind of understand what people are going through, and you know, sometimes it's not their fault. You know, it's just a up situation. Foster care. I grew up in the system, so I know what it's like. And I mainly only take teenagers and like paroled youth because I'm young, I have the energy to do it.
The zest of a 20-something, because Avante is a mere 25 years old, a food truck owner, a foster parent, and somewhat of a caretaker of his community.
Hey guys, if you're hungry, we got free food. We're just opening up.
So thank you for everything.
Yeah, of course.
My photographer and I spent a few hours with Avante watching him smile and serve, sneaking bites of his fresh-made curry. Oh, that's good.
Thanks.
Tastes like something my mom would have made. But it was Avante's utter concern for these strangers on a hot day that stood out.
You know what? We forgot our water, man. I'm sorry about that.
Well, this was the one thing we could do to feel useful.
Appreciate it so much.
Yeah. So while his home is no longer on wheels, Avante says he'll continue to roll his truck to the people who need him most.
Here you go, brother. Thank you. I wouldn't be here where I am doing what I do without the experiences that I've had rolling along.